Good morning, beautiful people. It is a beautiful day, just as you are a beautiful person. Today is Monday. My daughter and I both, we have come to the agreement that we do not like Mondays, but I took a week off from really sending out any encouragement because you have to have a healthy balance between giving and receiving. And I always like to go and just dwell, abide in the Lord. And I want to talk a little bit about who I gleaned from in the beginning of my recovery and the beginning of my faith journey, and that was Joyce Meyer. And I took a couple of years off really from listening to so much of her content because you only can learn so much from something, but it's good to take some time off and then go back and revisit that same mentor again, because then we can it confirms so much that we learned and that we grew from those mentors that we gleaned from. And something that she taught me in the very beginning was to wake up every day expecting goodness. And I was really memorizing Psalm 27:14, which says that, we remain confident that we will see the goodness of God in the land of the living. And it says to continue to wait on the Lord. And something that is so sweet to me and that I value as a mother is getting to take my daughter to school every morning. And that's not always been my story. And so there's that thing. I woke up every day expecting God to move in such a big way that He provided a way for me to escape the factory life, but also provided that job where I would just fit in with my personality, with my skill set, but would also allow me to be a mother in the mornings, to take my child to school. And I'm not putting this content out there to discourage anybody that maybe they're not in that position where they get to be that mom every morning, but do not give up on prayer, on praying about it, on that expectation, waking up every day expecting something good to happen. Just don't give up on it. Continue to pray. It took 7.5 years for God to open up that door for me in order that I start living that life. And I waited on the Lord, and I waited being humble. I waited, still praising Him, and I waited expecting that goodness. Now in Romans chapter 10 verse 11, I think it says that for those of us who believe in the Lord will not be disappointed. And what that means is that if we continue to pray and we continue to believe that His goodness, His faithfulness is going to come through for us, then we will not be disappointed in that expectation. Now there's another flip side to expectations, because I kind of wanted to hit on the negative root of an expectation that we have embedded in our hearts that can keep us from the healing that we need. And those expectations can be tied to family. They can be tied to an ex-lover. They could be tied to our children. And sometimes we have these expectations attached to people, and we expect them to something in them to change, or them to treat us in the same way that we treat them. And I want to hit on that a little bit, because if you're in a season of where you keep getting disappointed because you have an expectation tied to something, then I would just maybe focus on that expectation and placing it on Jesus rather than placing it on the person who is causing disappointment or that's causing harm. Because when we put all of our trust in Jesus, then we will not be disappointed. And I think that that focal point really matters whenever it comes to our faith journey. Whether you're in that faith journey or not, I hope that that's something that encourages you today, just to not give up on that expectation in Jesus Christ alone, because you will not be disappointed. Go out and be blessed today. Remember to pause and grow and continue being beautiful.